Due to my negligence, you guys don't just get one One Piece anime review, not two, not three, but four. Kick back, relax. It's time for some One Piece. First off, let me just apologize. I've just sort of stopped reviewing the One Piece anime series for the last month. I've been busy with so many other things in my life right now that I frankly have not had enough time to do a lot of anime reviews, and I pretty much just prioritize Dragon Ball Super over everything, and I do apologize for that. What I will say is, I'm back. I'm ready to start reviewing the One Piece anime series again, and I'm excited. The good thing is, I will say this, reviewing multiple episodes of One Piece is so much more fun than reviewing a single episode. But that's only because a lot of the times the pacing can completely destroy a story concept or a moment while watching it just by episode. But when you watch it in chunks, man, everything just connects a lot more, and the story actually starts to blend together like you're reading it in the manga version. And really, I think that is the best way to digest the One Piece anime series, is to watch it in 4, 6 episode chunks. Treat it kind of like it's its very own mini movie. It's just more satisfying at the end of the day. The good news is these 4 episodes have a lot of really great things going for them. I will say that 2 of them are a little slower and the other ones are a little more fast-paced, but everything that's going on during these episodes is really fantastic. So let's just go ahead and jump right in and talk about all of the major events of these episodes. First up, spoiler warning if you haven't seen any of these episodes, but Pudding. She's not exactly as sweet as she made herself out to be, is she? No, in fact, Pudding is a crazy psycho bitch. More so even than in the anime version, and a lot of that has to do with the amazing voice acting that's going along with this character. That and her absolutely scary expressions. Of course, the big thing about Pudding in the story going on in these 4 episodes is that she reveals her true nature, and she does it in the most underhanded of ways possible. While Luffy and Nami are still trapped, she actually whispers to them that not only is she not going to marry Sanji, but she's actually going to kill him in cold blood during their wedding. Then she just walks away and leaves with a smile, which, the first time you see that, you're wondering really what's going on. Something else must be happening, something shocking enough for Luffy to react into it the way that he did. It's not until later that they reveal that she's actually evil, and you realize that Luffy is so incredibly pissed that he's willing to rip his own freaking arms off in order to go stop her and to save Sanji. It's a great moment for her character, and I've just been waiting for it through the entire anime arc. As someone who actually reads the manga version, when there's a character like that who goes through a sudden transformation and you see it for the first time in the anime, you're just sort of waiting for that moment to see if there's any cracks in the armor, to see if they're actually going to show any of their true personality. And they did a great job of making Pudding seem like the nicest person in the world before they revealed that she was kind of freaking insane. So insane to the point where she actually finds Reiju, shoots her, drags her back to her room, tells her her entire evil plan just for the hell of it, and then reveals her devil fruit powers where she's able to alter the memories of people. And this is another one of those elements that the anime version just does better than the manga version, but simply because of the sound effects, the color, and the noise and everything. You see her reaching right into Reiju's skull, and it all just starts to turn into this weird liquefied version of her face, and then she pulls out a large film reel, which actually has her memories on it. She can just cut those away, and she'll never even remember them. She has the mem fruit. She's the memory fruit person. I'm not sure what this has to do with her having a third eye. Maybe Big Mom's previous husband also had extra eyes? I don't know. It's freaking weird. All I know is while all of this is going on, Sanji is actually listening the entire time. He's right outside the window, and is giving probably his most depressed, deadpan expression that I have ever seen. It's almost funny how over the top it is, but now he knows what Pudding's true nature is like. And like I said, while all this is going on, Luffy is just desperately trying to escape, and even like I said, you can see his arms ripping and everything. So the tension here has really just risen. And it's made even worse by the fact that Germa 66 is even planning on betraying Big Mom as well. It's crazy. And speaking of Big Mom, man, was she great in these last couple of episodes. And a lot of that I have to give a lot of credit to is the animation and the artwork teams, who do a great job of making her seem so over-exaggerated. And that's really funny because she already is a very over-exaggerated character in terms of her design, but a lot of the camera angles they use, the close-ups of her face, they make her downright horrifying. The scene when she busts into the poneglyph room and you see this like dark pink clouds coming out of her mouth, which is just her actual breath, is so terrifying and makes her seem so scary. Her confrontation with Brooke is also pretty damn solid. Brooke, for the most part in these episodes, just kind of shows off and acts like a badass, and I really do love that. I especially love his confrontation with Big Mom, where he just confronts her, gets right down in front, pulls out his sword, and says that he has to put his life on the line if it means getting these poneglyphs. Big Mom wastes no time in bringing out Prometheus and Zeus, and they end up having a really short battle, which is really spectacular, filled with all sorts of crackling explosions and light effects. It looks really awesome. It's definitely, I think, one of the biggest Brooke moments from the entire series. Definitely, I think Brooke is at his best in this arc right here. If only for all of the cool things he does and the new attacks we see. I love when he's taking out these group of soldiers and hits them with his sword multiple times, and when their wounds actually appear, you get to see the ice exploding out like icicles. It's friggin' metal, man. I really love that stuff. And even Pedro. This is kind of like the moment for his character. This is where we really need to start soaking it in, because he has his big confrontation with Baron Tamago, and these guys have actually met before. We get a little bit more of a flashback about Pedro and how he's actually been to the Whole Cake Island before, and he was there on a secret mission, and they ended up getting captured, and he battled against Baron Tamago and took out his eye. That's why he doesn't have that eye there. And we also get to learn why Pedro doesn't have an eye either, because when Big Mom finds out that her soldiers was attacked, she decides to take the life of the two Mink tribe members who came to the island. The first one being Zeppo, who I'm guessing is like the cousin or the brother of Beppo, who's on Trafalgar Law's crew. He looks just like him, except that he has a tuft of black hair and he wears sunglasses. And he has like basically his entire lifespan stolen from Big Mom. And Pedro desperately doesn't want to die. He wants to complete his mission and leave. And he just boldly decides to cut his eye out and just holds out the eyeball to Big Mom. They don't censor it too much. They actually do show him holding the eyeball. And Big Mom is impressed enough to actually only decide to take 50 years of his life away. So in that moment, like, Pedro lost most of his life, and yet he still manages to fight like such a freaking hard ass. It's awesome. All this is going on too. Peckhams is just crying his eyes out. He's so conflicted if he should go along with Big Mom or if he should go along with his Mink Tribe brothers. It's just a really tense scene, and then they cut back to their battle, which is going on currently, which is, unfortunately, has a lot of reused animation, but for the most part, it is a really cool battle. It's unlike anyone that we've actually seen before, and it's only just getting started. That's what's the coolest thing about this fight. It looks like it does come to a conclusion when we get to see them using like their strongest techniques, with Baron Tamago just like spinning around constantly like a giant freaking helicopter blade. And then, of course, Pedro, who is using his tried and true electrical abilities with his sword. But he actually does manage to cut right through Baron Tamago, basically cutting him in half, Darth Maul style. And you get to see that Baron Tamago doesn't have like blood or guts like normal people. A friggin' like egg yolk just like explodes out of his stomach. And then that's when you're going to start to realize, there is something kind of eggy about this guy. He does wear an egg. Maybe that could have something to do with his distinctive devil fruit abilities. And guys, trust me, you haven't seen anything yet. These episodes were great. So, what's the rundown on these episodes of One Piece? Guys, I apologize if there is something I missed. Reviewing 4 episodes at a time is crazy, but I think I covered most of the major events which take place in all of these episodes, and they're all really satisfying. They continue to move the Whole Cake Island arc forward. The introduction of Pudding as an actual villain is basically the turning point for the arc. From here, things are only going to get crazier. New characters are going to be introduced. New battles are going to happen. And before you know it, the wedding bells are going to be ringing. What I'm saying is that these episodes were great. If I'd have watched them on a week-by-week basis, honestly, I think the episodes that were a little slower, which I believe were episodes 16 and 17, I think I would have probably given them just like a 3 out of 5. But there were some moments in some of these episodes that looked really good, like, you know, like unusually good for One Piece. And there were even like little small moments, some things that didn't even need to be animated well. But like I said, all of the Big Mom expressions were just so awesome in these episodes. I love them. They really make her seem like this otherworldly character. She doesn't even seem human the way that she moves around with her extreme intimidation and even allowing Brooke to just immediately attack her with everything that he has. More of the interactions between Brooke and Big Mom are going to get even better, I promise. There's a lot of great things coming down the pipeline for the One Piece anime series, and I liked these episodes. Ideally, I think they're all like a 4 out of 5, but the ones that are a little slower, maybe they're a 3. Altogether, though, I think this is a 4 out of 5 experience for me. Like I said, watching the series back-to-back is just way more preferable. I'm not going to do that. I am going to go back to the old style, though, reviewing it one by one, because I got to be more consistent with that, and it's just, you know, I hate like breaking trend when I've been doing a series like that for so long. What I will say is thank you guys for watching this review. The best way to repay me back, of course, is to leave me a comment in the comment section. Tell me anything you thought about these episodes. If you like something, if you didn't like something, if you have any theories about how things are going to go. What's up with Baron Tamago and his egg body? I mean, like, what's going to happen with Brooke and Big Mom? What are your hopes for the whole Cake Island arc? Tell me all your thoughts. Comment section below. If you guys like this review, remember, I review a lot of other different anime series, so subscribe to the channel. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. I'll see you guys next time. And as always, stay down there, baby.